Good afternoon. Andy here. Out on a walk. It's not early, been a bit lazy lately. Terrible really. Yeah, out on a walk. Push myself to come out. In between jobs, thought we'd go for a nice walk as I hadn't been out properly recently. Lovely day. Very nice day today. It's going to get warmer again as the week goes on, I believe. So yeah, enjoy the cool breeze. That's for sure. For sure. A lot of traffic down here today. So, this is just a bit of a blog, a bit of an update. I've been a bit quiet recently. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've been a bit quiet recently. Always a good time to do a bit of thinking. Take a check of where you are, what you're doing. There's no better place to do that than out in nature, that's for sure. Bit of grounding. I think Villainous Bounty inspired me to get off my backside. I watched his little walk in the park, which is really cool. Keep that going, dude. It's important. It's really, really important. So, this one's a bit of a weird one. I'm not sure how to start it. What I want to talk about. Been pretty emotional lately. Oh my god, this is going to sound like one of those sad stories, and this is where I get like, oh man. I think it's pretty cool to, it doesn't matter if anyone watches it or not. I just find it so refreshing being able to talk out in nature. Don't know what it is. Feels like you can just spill the beans to the birds and the trees. Yeah, so how do I put all this? Let's get a bit of inspiration. So, I think deadly to do so, but I've got to use those words. Every now and then we go through something that challenges our thinking, our egos, our mindsets, our journeys, our goals. I feel like I've just had a bit of a check on my goals, my outlooks, what I want to do, what I don't want to do, in my channels, in my life really. The channels have become my life, which is cool. It's not to say it's overtaken my life, because it hasn't. It is a part of my life, you know. Enjoy it. It's good to do stuff that you enjoy doing. It's really important. But yes, I've got to that bit of a crossroads Do I go that way? Or do I go that way? But yeah, that's always a challenge. There's lots of emotions kick in. Things happen that challenge your concept of what you think should be or shouldn't be. And for me, I've learned over time just to shut down a little bit. Oh wow. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that there? If I can get my finger. That there is a little monkjack looking at us. There she goes, or he. Bless. That's what I love about coming out. It's just so cool. So yeah, a couple of weeks ago, a couple of things happened, and it made me think about my journey. And kind of really, at the time I was disappointed. And I think we're always disappointed when we hear stuff that challenges what we believe or think. I was kind of disappointed at the time. But very quickly worked out that this isn't a they problem, it's a me problem. That's quite a statement, that, because it's recognising something that makes you wake up and just really think about what you're doing. And it's very, very easy to blame everything else from emotion. And forget, really, it's down to us to sort it out. So it'd be very easy for me to vent my frustrations on a video, which is dumb. Doesn't get me anywhere. The important thing is to give yourself a bit of time to reflect and basically understand that certain things happen at certain times, and it's down to me or you, if you choose to, recognise that and move on. I can imagine anyone watching this is probably, what's happened? We need the detail. And to me it's just like, it's so easy to just tell that story. But really I'm not going to achieve anything by doing that. I think the big message is recognising yourself, recognising your reactions, giving yourself time to work out, do I want to be a part of certain things, do I not want to be a part of them? If I want to be a part of them, how can I achieve my own satisfaction or whatever it is to be a part of something? It's important. You matter. yourself. You know, you can really think you're doing the best thing ever. But if it starts to become not an issue, let's use the wrong word, but if it starts to become, or if there's conflict in your own mind over what you're doing and what you're trying to achieve through a medium of communication, then you've got to own it, because it's yours, it's your conflict. You can sit and blame everybody else as much as you like. You've got to own it, it's yours. Pardon me, which is what I've done. It damages your ego. It sets off lots of conflict in your own mind. You've got to learn to cut that noise out. Because greater things are in front of you. Not that we recognise it at the time. So yeah, that happened a week and a bit ago. And yeah, I had to try and work out how that all fits in. And that's an ongoing process. I'm not a robot. Definitely not. Yeah, it's cool, man. And it's important to be able to express that. And I'm doing that on this walk. Kept it all within for a time now. And sharing these sort of things is really difficult to do. There's lots of people got their own stuff going on. They really have. And that can seem a little bit frustrating to yourself sometimes. But again, you've got to own it, you know. You've got to accept it. Quite apt, really. You've got to choose the path you want to walk. And it may not suit everybody. The path you talk and walk, really. But you've got to own that space. You've got to own your own space, man. Well, I'm glad I come out and done this now. Really do. Really am glad. So, maybe you'll see me a little bit more on certain things, maybe you'll see me a little bit less. If you really want to see what I'm up to, you've got to be on my channel. If you're interested. Because that's where I'm going to share all this stuff. That's what I'm going to focus on more. I really want to build it's a word that's said so much nowadays, a community. But I want to keep that community personally around a free space mechanism. That's wholly what I enjoy. It's going to bring its challenges, I know. That's why I started the podcast. And I've just come to realise that I'm just at that stage where I just need to tweak what I'm doing, put my time and energy into the space that's going to keep my passion burning, so I can keep that passion coming across on my channels. That's really important to me. Just for the 1 or 2 people that are interested. Yeah, amazing. Challenging. These green gauges could be actually. I think they're green gauges. Someone may know different. I'm sure you'll let me know. So apologies, I didn't do a Whiskey Wednesday, but I was too wasn't feeling it, man. Last week. Hopefully what I've just spoken about would explain that. Gotta feel it, man. Don't do stuff just for the sake of it. Do it from your heart. Well, that's what I try and do. It's hard. It's really hard sometimes. Take it all on board. Take everyone's interaction with you as a pinch of salt. To a degree, they're acting in their best interest, the way they want to do it, or do stuff. Little berries. Yeah, and who am I to say that's right or wrong? Yeah, my ego will fill a whole podcast and with it all, but that's not the point. Wow. Until I haven't been down there a while, well, the plums are changing. No. How nice do they look? Bloomin' heck. Really nice, very nice. Yeah, I want to feel a part of a community. I do in this space. But I want to be able to contribute to that community without feeling restricted to do so. I don't want that. I've got enough restrictions in life. So, we have to work that out, put things in place, keep in tune, be respectful. Try to be non-judgmental, support as much as you can. You've got to support yourself, you've got to support what you're doing. And sometimes that means tweaking things and making changes to keep your own passion alive. Because that's really important. That's why people watch what they watch. That's why people join things. Because they're joining the passion, the energy that they share. They see value. So it's really important, I believe. This is only my own thoughts, guys. Nothing more, nothing less. Or anyone might starts to throw their toys out of the prams. I don't believe I've said anything for anyone to say that. That's the incline bit done. Now you got a bit of Darth Vader, dirty phone call breathing to put up with for a while. It's cool though, getting the heart rate going. It ain't a bad thing. So what does all this mean? I'm sorry if anyone's got this far and they're thinking, oh, CPM, Andy, man, say what the problem is. Well, I'm not that guy, man. I'm really not. And it's not a problem, it's a me problem. It'll always be a me problem. Which is what I tried to explain earlier. So the outcome of all this, I've got to find in my own way, a new way of creating that free space for people to be who they want to be, how they want to be, within reason of course. But up to now, you know, that's always pretty much worked. There's a lot of respect from everyone that I've ever spoken to. I want to help or make available, you know, an unrestricted space that's helped quite a few people in and around the community that I've been involved with since day one. And yes, it's expanded, it's took on new horizons, and it's moving in many different directions, and people are taking that. Well, that's fine, it's cool. But I need to grab that space myself now and really put myself on the map, so to speak. Sounds really egotistical. I'm sure guys will know what I mean. So I've got to try and recreate that somehow. Maybe, possibly. We'll see how that goes. I have no intention of detaching myself from the community. I like it. It's done so much for me personally. And I've really enjoyed meeting, listening to people in that free format, critical thinking sometimes, sympathetic ear sometimes, just to listen sometimes. I can't put together a list of people that I've shared that space with. I hope that's helped them. I keep neutrality at the utmost of respect there. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, man. You will not believe how much I've learned about not only people, but about myself. And that's the critical one. So yeah, whether I do that through my channel, whether I do it through CPM channel, whether I do it through what podcast, I don't know. I do have a Discord group called the Way Out There Discord group. I could create a free space in there, which I have got actually, to be fair, but I haven't used it that much. Just wanted that group to just attract the people that wanted to go in there, really. But maybe this is, let's say, not force my hand in a nasty way, just, you know, made me realise a little bit that, you know, it's important that I make available something that I think has been useful, and to continue that process and let it develop. So yeah, make of all that what you want to make of it. So yeah, you might see, I'm not sure, I may do a Whiskey Wednesday this week. I want to, but I know what alcohol can do to our thought processes, and I want to be in control of that more. Not that I'm not in control, because I really enjoy it, but I might just have a chill out and relax with it. Lots of things to show you guys. Unboxings. But that all of a sudden hasn't become that much of a priority to me. Something else has made me realise something about myself. So yeah, crossroads. Always stand in the middle. Do I go that way? Or do I go that way? That's what happens in life, you know. I happen to be going this way. Now, yeah. See what that takes me. With a bit of conviction. What is really interesting now, I've noticed about myself. Other people might relate to it, I don't know. But I would have got really upset over that. Not feeling a part of something. It's not to say that no one doesn't think that I am a part of something. Get over that if you're watching and you're thinking that. It's me. And that's what I keep going on about. It's me getting over it. I've got to get over it. I've got to get over the way I feel. I've got to get over my own ego, which I've allowed myself time to do. Thank you, nature. That's why doing this stuff's so important. Out here in the wilds with your own thoughts. I'm sure there'll be people watching this who won't even got this far. It's irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. But for the odd one or two that are still here, this is for you as well. I feel it, man. Feel it in my own way. It's really cool. The other thing I love about this is showing my vulnerability by revealing these sort of chats. You won't meet, well, you probably would. Well, I'm a man's man. Firm believer in that. But to inspire others, you've got to be able to connect with others. So to show your vulnerabilities, talk about your emotions, talk about your ego in a way that really puts me down to others. Loads of people turn around and say, oh, and quite rightly so. I mean, I push out so much content about with positive messages. But it's not all about that all the time. And I had the privilege of listening to that in the space I was allowed to use. And the space that I create. And the spaces that I allow myself to be a part of. I listen to that so much. I ain't all about the egotistical values of money and humanity. and the culture wars. Community provides, this is my point of view, provides people from every walk of life. And I value that more than, maybe I'm lucky, my time of life, I really don't know. It's easy for me to say this, but I do. I've valued it all my life, actually, more than anything. The laughter, the tears, the ups and downs, the peacefulness, the quiet, the loud, the rush. Far above anything that money can give any of us. And yet we live in that commercial world. We live in a greed world. So it's trying to find that balance. It's a tough one. It's a problem I find with myself with. I'm always at loggerheads with it in my own head. It's up to me to own it. I keep saying it. To find that balance. To not sell myself. Just to be myself. Wow, this is a philosophical walk, isn't it? So yeah, maybe anyone listening to this might be able to relate to it. Today, tomorrow, yesterday, a week's time, month's time, years ago. It's all irrelevant. Because it's my space. It's my freedom. It's my freedom to say how I feel. And no one's going to take that away from me, ever. And I hope to be able to provide that space going forward for others to enjoy, to then inspire them to do their own thing, to create, be themselves, find out who they are. Yeah, it's important to me, personally. And along with all that, you get my spills on silver and gold. I'm equally just as happy to talk about silver and gold. I'm nuts passionate about it. So nuts passionate about it, it's ridiculous. I'm not a one-trick pony. I never will be. If I really want to be a part of a community, then you get warts and all. Might not be for everyone. But I believe I'm mature enough to recognise that I'd never abuse, judge, or take the mickey if someone allows me that opportunity in their space. That's the man's man. That's what we call respect. More than anything else in the world. God, how long have I talked? God, I needed to get rid of this, didn't I? Bloody hell. Amazing. But yeah, a CPM blog like no other. So for anyone that's hung on this long, thank you. God bless you. It means you actually would like to listen to some old git talking shit. Well, hopefully that shit that I'm talking, as it's been said before numerous times, is what other people are thinking. So again, I've done my job, hopefully in a respectful way. So yeah, watch this space, guys. Watch this space. Who knows what I'm going to come up with? Nothing overly exciting. More than anything. How many people? I love these signs. Please clean up after your dog, and the amount of crap I see around. It's unreal. Hi, bud.
You alright?
Yeah, not bad. You? It's alright. You're not on video.
You vlogging or something?
Yes, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
Oh, I do it myself.
Yeah, you got to, haven't you?
Yeah.
Nice bit of release and freedom. Nice. Nice postman. He does his own blog too. You probably heard. So yes, if you made it this far, thank you. Hopefully it will explain a few things going forward if you see slight changes and tweaks to what I'm trying to achieve. That's for sure. And if I wander away from anything that I've been doing for quite a while, now you know why. There isn't a specific reason. It's just sometimes you just have to just move on. You just have to move on, man. Own it, recognise it, move on. That could be the title of the video. Own it, recognise it, move on. And always, I will say, for anyone that's listening, feeling feeling sorry for themselves, every single opportunity I've had, I will recognise forever. Every single person I've only ever seen, I only want to talk about the good side of everybody, and that is pretty much 98% of every interaction I've had with everybody. You're good people. Community is good, man. Absolutely good. So there'd be no, from my point of view, disrespectfulness, just humanness. I'm not perfect. I can be a complete dick sometimes. Maybe to some people all the time, I don't know. But I can own that. I can own that statement. Can you? Anybody else? I can. Wow, it's made this 45 minutes, 50 minutes go really quickly. Love it. So yeah, I've got so much respect for what everybody's doing. There's a lot of effort goes out there. Guys are doing it, ladies and gentlemen, doing it for your own reasons. And it is such a privilege to be a part of that system and watch it build. It really is a privilege, and I don't take it lightly. But all I want is to find my little space within that and be comfortable with it. That's all. That's all I want to do. That's all I've ever wanted to do. So that's the path. That's the crossroads. Wasn't so bad. But yeah, Whiskey Wednesday's still going to go ahead. I love that so much. There's so much support for that. And I really enjoy supporting people as much as I can, you know. It's cool, man. It's really cool. Doing tons of, well, a good experiment actually, doing loads of shorts at the moment. Find that a great expressive way to bring a message and encouragement and inspiration through music, visual representation. It's nice for me to have a look through my collection and present them and be creative, you know. More than anything, be creative. I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, there's always going to be, the channel's going to go, keep going. The podcast channel's going to keep growing and going. I found a niche for that now. There's a lot of work in the background I'm doing on that. Yeah. Thank you very much if you've listened. I love you all. Take good care of yourselves. And own it, guys. Own it.